Welcome back to Top Notch. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications to know when we post more informative videos. As the world's wealthiest person, Jeff Bezos is bound to have some pricey possessions. What would you buy if you had unlimited funds and could do anything you wanted? Many people enjoy fantasizing about this, but only Jeff Bezos could make it happen. Even after expensive divorce from Mackenzie Bezos, Amazon's founder is still the richest person in the world with a net worth of $113.5 billion. Although Jeff has a reputation for being frugal, he actually has quite a few incredibly expensive possessions, including business and luxury goods. In today's video, we will examine some of the most pricey possessions of world's richest person. Number 1. Amazon. Although Jeff Bezos doesn't control 100% of Amazon, but the 12% share that he owns is by far the most valuable asset he possesses. Bezos, as the creator of the multi-billion-dollar online market, controls a stake worth more than $100 billion. Millions of customers from all around the world use this site to buy everyday necessities, presents, and even more obscure tools. Bezos's persistent site-wise investments and enhancements have steadily increased the site's worth. It's hard to imagine today's thriving Amazon as a humble online retailer by Jeff Bezos in his garage. Number 2. A 10,000-year-old clock. Jeff Bezos has spent $42 million on building of a very unusual clock, which is a fairly peculiar thing. The clock is one of a kind not just because it's ridiculously high-priced, but also because it is built to function accurately for the next 10,000 years. The investment was made by Jeff Bezos so that he might materialize the concept of time's indestructibility. The clock will have a minimal amount of moving parts, use inexpensive components, and be simple to repair. Bezos claims that the unfinished clock will be one of the world's greatest wonders to be enjoyed by many years to come. Number 3. Blue Origin. Similar to fellow tycoon Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos is enthusiastic about space exploration and its possibilities. So, he established Blue Origin, an aerospace firm that aims to investigate the viability of commercial space flights. Jeff Bezos is selling more than $1 billion worth of Amazon shares annually to support the company, making it one of the most expensive assets he has. Blue Origin has been around since 2002, and in that time it has developed space travel aid technologies and conducted dozens of test flights with different degrees of success. For his part, Jeff Bezos is confident that Blue Origin will soon be able to take paying passengers on a space flight. Number 4. A Seattle lake house. Even though Amazon's founder Jeff Bezos drives a beat-up Honda Accord, he doesn't skimp when it comes to investing in property. This Seattle mansion is one of the most coveted properties because of its proximity to a home that Bill Gates also admires. He reportedly spent almost $10 million on this waterfront mansion. Bezos and his family also resided here before they divorced, choosing Medina for its tranquility and safety. The water's edge was a fantastically private spot for family to hang out, without drawing any unwanted attention. Even though Bezos and his wife recently divorced, their home is still worth a fortune. Number 5. A huge house in DC. Of course, for a man like Jeff Bezos, a single mansion is insufficient. He decided to liven things up by spending $23 million for the most expensive home in Washington, D.C. The enormous estate has a dramatic, lavish appearance benefiting a man of Bezos' fame, and it was once a textile museum. Bezos then spent another $12 million, expanding what was already the largest home in Washington, D.C., so that he may throw the greatest party ever. He needs 25 baths, 11 bedrooms, 3 kitchens, and 1 massive ballroom. Bezos has long desired for this Washington, D.C. mansion to serve as a focal point for lavish social gatherings, and it appears he will soon have his dream. Number 6. The Washington Post. With a history stretching back to 1877, the Washington Post has evolved with times. The Post is now mostly read online, where its readable reporting and historic flair have made it favorite among modern readers. In the past, Jeff Bezos paid a huge sum of $250 million to acquire the business, making it one of the most pricey investments. Donald Graham initially had a little interest in joining the newspaper industry, but he was able to persuade Jeff Bezos that the Post could benefit from having someone with a couple of understanding of the internet. With Bezos at helm, the newspaper has only gotten bigger and bigger. Number 7. Gulfstream Private Jet. Even though a private plane may seem like a luxury, for someone like Jeff Bezos, it's practically a need. After all, you need to be able to jet out at moment's notice if you're the richest and arguably one of the most important people on the planet. And even first class isn't good enough for someone as famous as Bezos. Instead, Bezos spent $65 million on one of the nicest private jets in the world. The Gulfstream G650ER is one of the fastest planes in the world and has design that is more reminiscent of five-star restaurant than a plane. Bezos always makes a grand entrance and landing. Number 8. The Whole Foods market. Strangely, Bezos also made a huge investment in grocery store sector by purchasing Whole Foods for $13.7 billion. Number 9. New York apartments. In addition to living next door to Bill Gates and possessing the largest property in Washington, Bezos also purchased a number of properties in New York. He dropped $8 million for 3 opulent New York City condos and seemed to be quite pleased with his investment. Jeff Bezos bought this 3-story penthouse and 2 condos below it after divorce from McKinsey. Bezos currently has around 7 residences dispersed across the country, which along with his private jet provides him with a place to stay whenever he travels. Number 10. Bezos' Day One Fund. In addition to his role as CEO of Amazon, Jeff Bezos is also an active philanthropist, and he has donated $2 billion to launch a fund. He has recently put the money into construction of preschools in low-income neighborhoods, where he hopes to raise awareness about the value of education from a young age. Bezos aims to use the money to aid the homeless population in the US, in addition to his original goal of expanding educational opportunities for disadvantaged youth. Number 11. A Ferrari Sergio. More than $3 million is invested in the Ferrari Sergio that Bezos owns. Upon passing of Sergio Pininfarina in 2012, the son of the late great auto designer Battista Pininfarina, this supercar was given his name. The Sergio supercar was limited to just 6 units, each of which was sold to a specially selected clientele by Ferrari. Number 12. A Lamborghini Veneno Roadster. Bezos also reportedly owns a Lamborghini Veneno Roadster, which is a rare and pricey vehicle. The Veneno Roadster that Bezos owns is one of just 9 ever produced to celebrate Lamborghini's 50th anniversary. It is estimated to be worth more than $5 million. Number 13. His Corn Ranch. Van Horn, Texas is home to a spaceport known as Corn Ranch, or Launch Site 1. Web mogul Jeff Bezos bought the 670-kilometer plot of land. Federal Aviation Administration approval and current launch license allow for New Shepard rocket missions, with the intent of providing commercial tourist flights. The first test flight took place on November 13, 2006. Number 14. A home in California. Bezos is proud owner of not 1, but 2 Beverly Hills, California mansions. He reportedly paid $24.5 million to purchase the building in 2007. Number 15. $139 billion US. He started his company and has served as its executive chairman, president, and CEO. As of October 2020, Bezos' net worth was estimated at $139 billion US, making him the third wealthiest person in the world, and the wealthiest from 2017 to 2021 by both Bloomberg Billionaires Index and Forbes. American business mogul, media mogul, investor, software engineer, and commercial astronaut Jeffrey Preston Bezos. He started the company, served as its president and CEO, and is now an executive chairman. If you like this video, kindly subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon, and share with your friends. Thank you so much.